Paul, how you doing? Thanks for coming down to the studio yesterday. Good session. We used TrackMan or should we say FlightScope, and we changed your path from 4 or 5 degrees to the right into out, and we squared that off a little bit to 0. Also worked on hitting a little soft fade by shifting the path to the left with the face slightly open to that path, and you could hit the fade. Obviously we did a bit of video work, but we didn't change too much, but we did chat about what we could do in the future. We've got some iron footage and driver footage here. Maybe a little bit on your heels in your setup, but one thing that you noticed and been identified to you before, as you move the club back, you do bend your wrists and the club head does get behind your hands. That doesn't happen as much with your driver, interestingly enough. You do keep the hands more inside the club with the driver, but it's definitely something we can work on. Then, as a result of that, you don't set the wrists, as you said, quite as early as most. So I'd look to get a more one-piece movement on the backswing, set the wrist a little bit earlier. That will also just steepen the swing plane a little. If you had the wrist set a little bit more this way, and then from there, rather than lifting the arms to the top, I'd work on rotating the arms. You'll have a different look at the top. This elbow will be a little bit lower, and your left arm will be a little bit lower across the shoulder there, and your hands will end up a little bit lower as well. And we've chatted about that and we discussed that, and I think that's something you want to have a look at moving forward. Because of that high arm swing, you know the club does come down a fraction steep, but it doesn't affect your path through the ball. You deliver the club really repetitively. Go into a good finish. Angle of attack with the driver. I know you're doing some work on this in the past with somebody else, trying to shallow your hit out and hit a little bit more up. You do hit fairly level now through the ball, or marginally up on some of them. You're between 0 angle of attack and 2 or 3 degrees up. Good work, Paul. Hope you played well today, and we'll catch you down at the range soon, and we'll maybe start to do a bit of technical work. Cheers, Paul.